Tournament Season 27 here, round 11 at Abu Dhabi. I am Bryn and I'm going to be joined by Delta. Hello, Delta.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Great to be here for Abu Dhabi. Obviously, a very exciting track. Not the best when it comes to racing for the drivers, but for us, I can see this being an absolute static race. A bunch of DRS zones, which calls for a lot of overtaking. So,
And also
what do you expect for tonight?
a DRS train, plain and simply a DRS train, because this track, as you said, it's got a lot of DRS zones, and they're quite long, to be honest. So it'll certainly be interesting to see. You might be right, we might see quite a lot of overtakes, but in my opinion, I don't think we will, because Abu Dhabi, in real life, does not give very good racing.
Ooh,
And
last season, though, for a real F1, that was a snooze fest, I've heard. Like, the most recent real life F1
oh
Abu
yes,
Dhabi.
it was.
It was a
And
snooze fest,
2019, it took them 17 laps to activate DRS. Yep, that's how messed up they are. But Jacob Reaper will be the first one to set a lap time. He was sat out there on the soft tyres. He is coming off of his outlap round the final sector now. But yeah, certainly interesting to see what will happen. Of course, we're going to win a lot of interesting battles. Of course, as you said, you expect a lot of battles. See, I'm being the opposite here now. It's like, I'm just going back off of real life. Is that, with this being realistic performance as well, is that we could see the same as real life. But yeah, so it'd be interesting.
It won't be as bad as how Mexico went. It won't be that bad, I don't reckon. I don't think it would get to that bad, because also this place has a little bit more corners, I guess. But yeah, it could be a DRS train if the guys just burn their ERS all the time, because that's the only thing that'll make it impossible to overtake you, is if your ERS is already burned by, like, well, the first DRS on to sector 2 is pretty much pointless, because once you overtake the guy, they're just going to get back at you near like them the third sector, so it's pretty pointless having a DRS there. Once you'll just get overtaken instantly. If you see where Jacob Reaper is, once you've overtaken a guy, the guy will just catch back up and pass you through here, and it's pretty complex to get past someone on this part of the track unless you're very sandy and you've got a good car for realistic performance. So
yeah, I get what you mean. You should never really, like, unless you have to and you need to get past, say you're in the Mercedes and you want to get past a McLaren, for example, there's no point in overtaking the driver down the first DRS zone. Save it to the second one, at the end of the second one, because otherwise they can just get DRS and come straight back at you and cause you to lose time from the car ahead. So
it
is
a little bit of bait. It's like bait, because you're going to burn their ERS while the guy who's getting overtaken, he knows that the guy behind's burning all his ERS, so then he can pounce back and get him next lap, like, or just after the first DRS. So it's like, you got to think about it like smart. Save the ERS on the first DRS section, then use most of it on the second. But 3 laps are already put in. Very decent looking laps from B-Boy Worm, sitting 135 flat, 10th quicker than Nano, and almost 2 times quicker than Jacob Reaper. Tommy and Ferrari getting 4th.
Certainly interesting, considering that racing point is meant to be slightly slower in the Red Bull, but the Red Bull, of course, being on the medium compound, will have an advantage if they start on it, because if I'm right round here, it is a 2-stop strategy. Normally.
I'm not too sure actually, because I have not raced around here in a while, but I would assume so, yeah, 2-stop.
But as I'm just going to look if there is anybody else on that, there is Dre Bay, who is actually, if I'm right, getting a bit of a slipstream off of the McLaren right there.
See? Hey mate, yeah he will. Or he did. Yeah, he's apparently the game says he's doing a 2-minute and 59-second lap.
Certainly interesting, but we've got a couple of people in the chat, so question to Bryn, do you still believe in the F7 title? It's going to be interesting. I mean, Morgan, Felix, me, Jonas and Three Gloves are all in it, but I feel it's definitely going to be more between...
who's that?
Who is off?
Jacob Reaper's missed the pit lane. So had to reverse back in. You had to reverse back in.
That was certainly interesting. But back to my question. I believe it's going to be difficult, but it's definitely going to be more down to me, Morgan, and Felix. But my problem is, in these next 2 rounds, I need to outscore Morgan by nearly 13 points. So it'll certainly be interesting because, of course, F7 has got a 5-way battle for.
Oh, you're in F7,
champion.
aren't you?
Yeah.
Wait, where are you? In the
I'm in
standings?
3rd.
And what's the gap in front?
13 points to the leader.
Well, who's leading that?
We've got Morgan 235 who is leading, and Felix in 2nd.
I think you have the pace.
It's going to be interesting to see. But Game Freaker, who actually asked me that question, is now on a lap.
Multitasking there, asking you during his ult lap, I'm guessing then.
No, he asked me while he was in the pit lane.
Oh right, but
Don't want drivers texting and driving, that is a bad thing.
text driving will be going straight on.
Yeah. Hello, Connor.
I'm really getting worried that this track is starting to look daytime, and I swear if it goes to daytime, I'm gonna get my eyes blinded.
Oh yeah. This track in daytime is hell with a capital H.
Ooh, purple set to 1, you know that's not a glitch. It said purple set to 1 and 2. So he's got half of the track purple and he's going to get the other half purple, and this could be pole. Block up there, but nice entry.
Very nice curb there. Taking that very well. Oh, that was close.
Yeah, he got a good use of that curb right there, but...
And invalid.
I want to see
And he
what
crossed the pit exit line. He didn't even... He was past it, so he can't...
I want to check his sectors. What was the name again? Game Freak. 16.9 on the first sector.
Drebe is in 3rd right now.
He was 1.5 tenths quicker than Hugi Azim on the first sector, and then maybe like 1/4 tenth down on the middle. But obviously the last sector he lost a lot because he had to brake to overshoot the corner.
Yeah.
But it could have been a good lap, but he's still got time remaining. He's got 10 minutes, so he's got time to either do a second lap on these softs, or just stick on a new pair.
I wouldn't recommend doing a second lap. I would recommend going straight onto a new pair. But the top 9 is looking pretty decent. Like Ugi Azim in P1 right now in the Alpha Tauri. Then got the Racing Point in 2nd of B-Boy Worm. 3rd is Drebe. Oh, Three Gloves taking that pole position, provisional pole. Yeah.
And McLaren. And the McLaren as well.
So one of the McLarens did manage to sort it out and actually take that pole position off of the Alpha Tauri. But in 4th place we do have the Alpine driver of Drebe. 5th is...
Not mediums as well, and he got 5th.
It's going to be interesting. We might see Nano Bacon actually back off of their lap on the softs.
Yeah, he's on a soft run now. Well, he's on the out lap of it, so maybe he could potentially snatch ball. He's in the right car for it, so I don't see why not. He couldn't pick it up. He's been looking like he's had decent pace. I don't remember how he did last week, but I've seen him in what is it? F9 or F8, I can't remember what division he properly races in, or reserves for, but yeah, he's looked like he has...
Skeven currently provisional pole with the 34-1 in the Ferrari of all cars.
Oh, that's just made me remember something. I've just noticed that Gamer isn't here.
Oh, okay, that's slightly less worrying as I thought you were going to say, but we'll gloss over what I thought.
Oh, you thought I was going to comment on him getting pole going, yes! No, it's fine. I'm trying to ignore it because I know I'll jinx it if I say anything about it. I did it last week.
Williams
I
now
said that last week
line,
didn't have any safety
P7.
cars, and it did. It did.
True. But yeah, Alpine in 5th, Red Bull of Nano Bacon in 6th. 7th is the Williams, interestingly enough. 8th.
He's only a 10th up on a soft run onto set to 2 now. He's only 1.5 tenths up. Nano Bacon is. Interesting. Really interesting.
In 8th we have the Aston Martin, well, Racing Point, but Aston Martin.
Well, to be fair though, I don't know why I even said that, because sector 1 is literally like 8 to 10 seconds and it's done.
It's 17 seconds to be exact.
Yeah, 17 to 60. I don't know why I was saying that. Set 2 and 3 it normally matters. But he's looking like he's in a decent.
Went back up to P2, taking it off of 3 gloves.
Oh, never mind. Half a second up. Dead as Nano Bacon is. Purple set to 1 and 2. Let's hope he doesn't make the same mistake that Game Freaker did near the last sector. But...
Ugi is nearly a 10th up in Sector 1 dash purple sort of thing. He is.
Oh. Entry. That was an upsetting entry for Nano there. He actually had to put the car to a sudden stop.
Oh.
Good use of the curbs though. Second last corner now.
I'm currently on board with Ugi, but I'll go to Nano Bacon as he is coming round that final corner. Where can that Red Bull go? P2. Missed out.
I reckon there was a lot of time that he lost in the last set when he had to stop the car completely because he locked up.
Yeah.
So Phil locked up on both of them.
Ugi Azim is half a 10th up right now. Good curb action there through that little chicane. That was quite neat from the AlphaTauri. Of course, AlphaTauri sharing its rear suspension with the RB15, the 2019 Red Bull. Which
I will be honest with you, I thought it was Japan today. I don't know why today I thought it was Japan. Unless it's another division or...
No.
FP has the same calendar as the rest of them, don't they? I don't know why I thought it was Japan.
Yugi Azim takes P2 off of the Red Bull. So the two Red Bull cars, well, he's not Red Bull, but I'm going to class it as Red Bull, in P2 and P3.
Well, they're sister teams, aren't they? So
they are.
Like, they are. Like, it is a Red Bull, you've got 4 Red Bulls. Well, technically we've got 2 Red Bulls, I don't know where the other one is. Oh, there's one. Wait. We only have 1 Red Bull. I just realised that. It was just dead on 19, we've got 20. So we're missing a Red Bull.
Yep.
Or we're missing Gamer. But no, Gamer
is
for reserve, never mind.
Gamer is a reserve.
Yeah, so never mind. Yeah, we're just missing the Red Bull of... I'm going to try to figure out...
B-Boy Worms left. I
will send him an invite if I have him, my friends. You should have spares, obviously. GZK, B-Boy Worms.
Good evening, Skeven.
GZK... I do not honestly feel well today.
Do you not?
So I'm genuinely happy that you're main because if this track requires shotting, I'm already out of it. I've had to do schoolwork all day, and just my throat's dead. Oh, there he is. He's back.
And who was that just changed position?
That's a beast.
I just noticed a slight change in the leaderboards. Interesting.
J. Ray Bray validating his lap. Almost goes to clipping the side of the pit.
Oh, Cedric in the Williams has put it in the wall.
Neat.
Shh, we do not talk about that, okay?
No, I meant as a neat as in like, no, I meant as in neat because this guy almost ran right into, like, he almost just smashed into the pit wall. But he only just skiffed it. Because when this game is broken when you tap the wall, it makes it sound like it's a big FUD. When it's like the tiniest little tap, it was
yeah. Explosions. And if you go up to the Tech Pro or the tire walls, you also get stuck to them in some cases.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that before.
In Vietnam,
you have like these. It's really bad. Yeah, it's really bad. Tap the ball, boom. It's stupid.
It's not that bad of a track. It's just the glitches that make it bad. In my opinion. Ooh, Game Freaker. Ooh.
Oh, that's upsetting. That's the second lap now. Second lap in a row now that he's made a little mistake on like near the last sector. But yeah, going on to that tower, like the tower walls, yeah, they're irritating. I've seen in most leagues when they restrict like resetting the track, and someone was on the last lap. To pick up a podium, and then they spun it on the gravel, and their rear tire was just snagged in the tire because the tire wall was actually popping out, like because the car was glitched, and they DNF'd. So like, this game is just broken when it comes to the bloody walls.
Greeny just got a little bit of slipstream off of the Williams.
Pole position for a Haas.
Skeven on pole. What year is it? I don't know. I honestly don't know anymore. I think we've all lost track of what year it is.
A Ferrari being on pole? Wow, I would never imagine that considering Mercedes are like
Can you just
way better than
stop
Ferrari.
gloating?
No, I
Considering
said
as well that this.
I just said. Imagine seeing a Ferrari on a pole position. Meanwhile, Mercedes are way better than them in every way. That's what I just said.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go on board with the current provisional pole driver, Skeven.
Mate, I'm a Lewis fan. What are you trying to say? I support Williams as well, don't I?
You don't support
So
Williams.
who are we watching? Who are we watching?
We're on board with Skevan right now in the Ferrari. Almost said Red Bull
I don't
there.
even want to watch the car. I don't see why. Like, I don't like that car.
Are you okay?
I'm gonna go on board with Cherry.
Are you okay? You're avoiding the Ferrari. I know why you're avoiding the Ferrari, because you don't want to jinx it.
No, I genuinely I'm not the biggest fan in real F1 with Ferrari. I'd rather watch a Williams because like Williams and Mercedes. I want to watch them because they're decent.
34-0.
Why are you acting as if it's so odd that I'm watching a Williams or a Mercedes?
No wonder you're acting so weird, because you normally don't watch them sort of cars.
No, well, I want to see them do well in that car. It'd be cool to see a Williams up in a podium again. Back in their old days when they used to be like the front runners, and all that stuff. Yeah, I've supported them for a long time, Williams.
That's not what you've been saying to me, but we will carry on.
We'll move.
Yep, we will ignore, and we'll move on.
Well, it could be reverse psychology, I don't know. It could be like, well, what's the opposite of a Mercedes?
The racing
in
point?
engine terms. In engine terms.
Oh, in engine. Oh, Nanobacon just made a mistake through sector 3 there. Oh, and now gets invalid. Oh, that's just rubbing salt into the wound.
Oh, and Cherry's round, absolutely bashing the side of the blue wall. He's
and
retarded.
Cherry 2 Pie's retired. What is it with you and liking to jinx Williams?
What do you mean? I genuinely like them.
Okay, but
when have I ever said I didn't like Williams? When did I ever say I was a Ferrari fan?
Look at the last 2 streams.
Yeah, but since when did I ever say I was a Ferrari fan?
The last 2 streams, basically.
I like Mercedes. You're acting very sketchy, I must say.
You're acting very sketchy, I must say. But anyway, Ugizine, can he take pole position off of Skeven? No! Skeven currently on pole by 0.3 of a second. The racing point is now coming into the final corners. Will he take it off of the Ferrari driver? No! 0.2 between the two there. But can Dino or Cedric have anything to say about it? Cedric goes up to P14 in that Williams.
Nice.
Of course, now we've got the Mercedes. Of course, with you saying that the Mercedes are the best car, which is true, because there's about 0.3 between the Mercedes and the Red Bull. You think we should have a Mercedes and pole, do you?
I personally would think yes. It'd make more sense. Oh, and he almost there!
Oh, that was so close! That was so close! We honestly did not expect that. Honestly, I did not expect that.
I can't tell. I can't comment.
Honestly, that was so unexpected.
He was in 16th. Now he's in P2. Well, that gave me a little run for my money. I
Go
knew.
on,
I told
Bottas.
you.
Go on,
if he actually
Bottas.
got pole, then I predicted that like 10 minutes ago.
The
Literally,
Mercedes
I would've
driver of
predicted
Dino
that 10
just
minutes
said
ago.
in the FP chat, my best quality all season, lol. And
Okay, go on. Putting the best car on the grid.
AMS replied with Dino out of nowhere. Skeven replied with, it's about damn time, Connor. You're right, sometimes it is about damn time. Just thank God you're not in a quicker car, otherwise you'd have been even further away. So, here is your qualifying results, sorry. Skeven on pole with Dino in second. Third is B-Boy Worm. Fourth, Oogie Azim. Fifth, Nano Bacon. Sixth, AMS 97 F1. Seventh, Three Gloves. Eighth, Tom AJ. Ninth, J Bay. 10th, Jacob Reaper. And outside the top 10 we have Cherry 2 Pie, Game Freaker, Pitmat, CPI Black Phoenix, Cedric, Greeny LFC, CC Brain, PR1 Will, and not setting a lap time in the Mercedes is Duofin in last place. That was certainly an interesting qualifying, to be fair.
Very interesting. I genuinely did tell you I reckon the Mercedes would have been up there because this track, obviously it's got the straights and it's got the short corner speeds, so obviously the Mercedes is going to be on the top run for that. I didn't really expect it to be that close though. I did expect it to grab pole, but just that close between the Ferrari and the Mercedes, I would have expected the Mercedes to go a little bit quicker than the Ferrari. For the qualifying at least. Maybe race pace will completely change it up.
The Ferrari isn't very kind on its tyres.
What a lap from Dino though, coming out of nowhere. Obviously, I don't remember watching him. I don't. That sounds really bad, but I don't remember if Dino's raced in any of the races that I've co-commentated here.
He's been in every race, mate.
Oh God! Wait, was he in the Mercedes? Yeah.
He's been in Mercedes every single race. Slightly embarrassing from your half, but we will just gloss over that.
I don't mean
we'll just gloss over that.
No, I don't mean as in that. I mean as in like I didn't actually expect that lap though. That's what I'm saying. Because there was other tracks that were more you'd think it for the Mercedes, but this changes it up a lot because you've got a Mercedes on the front pack, one at the back, so they're not going to mess each other's strategies up as they did in other previous tracks. Unfortunately, like Singapore, maybe Mexico was a little bit different. I think that was just anyone's race to win.
Interestingly enough, the Renault of Dre Bay has been put to the back of the grid.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you in the viewers why this happened. When you join mid-quali and you set a lap, it'll automatically put you at the back of the grid. This happened to me in PSGL F9 at Italy. I got 4th or 3rd on the qualifying, but then when I loaded in, I was sat in P20. So like the game put me P5, but the game reset me back with no hands for the race, and it put me on to P20. It's like a weird glitch. So that's unfortunate for him.
That is unfortunate.
Where did he qualify?
If I'm right, was P. Hold on, I will check that for you.
Because he'll probably be a little bit stressed about that. Cause
P9.
Well, yeah, obviously I'd expect him to be annoyed because that's literally where his teammate is. So he's got a lot of positions to regain, especially like the cars that he's getting matched up with. There's a Merrick right in front of him with Duofin, so it'll be a little bit tricky.
B-Boy Worm is now back in the session.
He says he doesn't have any spares, but I've tried to send him spares, but his gamer tag just isn't popping up. PS4 is doing that thing when you search up the names on the friends, it's not popping up, it's just a little loading bar. But you should have spares from the host.
Should do. But if I'm going to say this now, is that the Mercedes is in the best position here because being on the outside of the track should have the cleaner side, and also as I've also raced here before, I have managed to take P1 just off of the start by starting P2, so we could be seeing Dino get P1 by first corner, so that'll be certainly interesting to see.
Also, B-Boy Worm, if you are watching the stream, you don't need to keep leaving and joining just because you can't take control of your eye. If you need to take control of the car again, you'll have to wait until the lights go out and then it'll let you take control. On formation laps, it doesn't let you take control of the car for some odd reason. I do not understand why, but we've got the cars lining up. If it's not broken.
Yep, if I can actually have a good view. Here we go. Heading to 5 lights now. Long hole, but it's lights out and away we go. Dino gets a very squeamish start there. Ferrari of Skeven does get quite a good start with B-Boy Worm close behind. But Dino has had a shocker of a start right now. But with that Red Bull being on the tail of him, could he get past? Old cars being ghosted for some reason.
Yeah,
But
I
anyway,
was going to comment on that. That's odd. Everyone's ghosting for me.
but the Honda-powered Red Bull is now in front of that Mercedes. So, obviously, not having the best of starts, we are currently very bunched up. But there are some moves at the back of the pack with Cedric and Pitmat battling it out. Heading down now towards the chicane before the back straight. But Cedric slotting in behind the driver. But Dre Bay is already up from P19 up into P17 and could also be up into P16. That was a lovely move. That was a lovely move.
Oh, and CC Brain almost just avoided the wall there. Only just skiffed against the wall there, but pretty good start for Skeeven though.
Uki seems had a shocker of a start.
He kept P1 off the line, so he did get a better launch than whoever was in P2, which was Dino. So Dino's in 5th, so it's a pretty upsetting start for him.
Uki Azim's dropped to P13, to P17, 13 places down from where they started.
Yeah,
that
he was just
good.
up there, passing Cedric. So now I think it was Cedric, and now he's there. It's interesting.
But right now, Nano Bacon is right on the back of B-Boy Worm as Skeeven sets the fastest lap as he was the leading car, and Duofin gets a 3-second time penalty after lap 1. Certainly interesting to see as CC Brain has got ahead of Duofin, but we're waiting for the timing glitch to level out so we can actually see some action properly.
What's going on? Why am I spectating Tom AJ and the Ghosts? Tom's not leading. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
It was glitched there. It
out.
said Tom was leading, so I went on board and I was wondering how they were already lapping people. But it was a different flyer I was watching.
Is right over the back of that Williams in the Alfa Romeo. The Alfa Romeo will be lacking here down the straight, but the Williams should hopefully keep the position as it just did the DRS beep when we were only on lap 2, so don't know why that's happening, but Tom AJ is right on the back of 3 gloves. I don't know why I said G there, but we can gloss over that. But Dre Bay is getting past CPI Black Phoenix, doing a repeat of
Nano
what they
Bacon.
did.
On the outside, potentially.
Cherry 2 Pie is parked up.
Oh, AMS! It's constant side-by-side action from Nano Bacon trying to run the outside on AMS, but doesn't get the best exit. Still going side-by-side for the speed.
And he's being spun. And he's being spun. You could not hold it side-by-side through there.
Yeah, it's just
that was Jesus Christ.
Super close. If he didn't ghost, it would have been close.
That must have given Pitmat a slight heart attack then, when they unghosted.
Yeah,
as
it's a very
Nano Bacon is going to have to pit in with red wing damage as it looks like. But Skeeven now leading the Grand Prix by 2.8 seconds. Is Skeeven overpowered in that Ferrari? Yes he is. But anyway, the Mercedes is now catching up to the AlphaTauri. But is there any other battles on track right now? Not that I can see of, but it looks like Mercedes and the AlphaTauri are going to be the closest drivers to be battling in this Grand Prix so far. We are on lap 3 out of 28, heading on to back straight now. B-Boy weren't being even involved in this. AMS might be looking to get past the Aston Martin Mercedes, but the Mercedes W11 behind him is actually also looking to see whether they can get past or whether they want to save ERS, because they are on 50% ERS right now.
Game Freaker's doing a fantastic job, 80% right now. He's just been keeping the DRS train because he's on the medium, so he doesn't need to push. You can just keep getting the DRS lap after lap after lap until.
Oh, there's a racing point of CPI Black Phoenix. Spun round. Has that racing point got damage? Yes, it has. It is missing some winglets and its end plate.
I'm not too sure what happened there. Either he might have lost it and tapped the car, or he's just tapped the wall and he's just.
The Alfa Romeos are very close right now. Of course, with Alfa Romeo, Red Bull launching their cars yesterday and today.
I would like to say they're very nice. I must say, I like the Alfa.
Not racing point. The Alfa Romeo is very good looking. Jacob Reaper, the second person to get a penalty in this race, only 4 laps, and he's got a penalty. But still, the Alfa Romeo is very much an inverted version of this year's livery. But
Ugi
Azim.
He missed the pit.
is
Or
Mr. Pitbox has got no front wing now.
He's done exactly what I said someone almost did in qualifying. They only just got to the pit lane and they just didn't turn enough and just smashed right. And so he's gonna have to do a very slow but careful slow lap to get to the pit. So he's surely gonna lose a lot of time. Yeah,
Of
Black
course,
Phoenix is pitting as well.
with another team launching their car was AlphaTauri. It was very mixed. What do you think of the AlphaTauri? I got told by some people that it's very retro. Like they think it's retro style.
I like it. It looks like I can't remember what car it is, but people were comparing it to a really old car back in the F1 days, like really old kind of livery. I can't remember what it was, but people were comparing it to that. But personally, some people said they don't like it. Some people said they like it. In my opinion, I like it as well. I like the car. I think it's nice. I like it. It's a very nice not
Virtual safety car,
but
virtual safety car, and CC Brain has got a drive-through penalty. Oh dear, CC.
The Alfa Romeo one though, probably my favourite because that's like God knows how many years they've had like a perfect liveries and they've never made the livery look bad like ever. They've just been making the liveries look nice.
Jorfin getting their second penalty now to 6 seconds, and we're only on lap 4. That is not very good.
What do you think of it?
What, the Alfa Romeo? Car? Of AMS's car?
No, the AlphaTauri. Yeah, if you just think about that car, but as like the new one, what are your opinions on that car? Like, the new livery?
I like it, but I would have liked to see the Honda branding on it, because they had it on the side pod. You can see on this car is all the Honda badging in red. I think Honda badging on the rear wing in red would have looked absolutely stellar.
Yeah, a lot of people were thinking that. Or maybe change the dark blue to just black. Obviously it would look just like a Mercedes, but black, kind of white and black, I guess. But some people said they just wish that they'd go for black on the AlphaTauri.
But just going to quickly comment onto aero packages, as there's not many battles out on track right now, apart from PR1 Will and Pitmat being close right
his
now.
Teammate through there. Yeah, pushed his teammate completely through the corner. Oogie's pit.
Pitmat's going to go for Jacob Reaper. Oogie and Tom AJ are pitting in this lap, but Pitmat's going round the outside of Jacob Reaper into the chicane and gets the move stick as well. Very well.
Very clean. And
but now his teammate is going to go for the Renault.
Dino breezed past AMS for the DRS. Very interesting.
Game Freaker and AMS were side by side then, the McLaren and the AlphaTauri. But just going back onto what I was saying, as I'm going to go on board with Jacob Reaper, is that it's a very nice livery, but as now Cedric's got past in that Williams.
Oh, this whole rear slid there, I could see that on his rear there. It was starting to do that same slide that happened to Cherry there. Whole rear looked like it was just about to pop out. It's very scary.
It is scary. But Greeny's now right with the back of Jacob Reaper as AMS does pit in. Oh, Jacob! That was...
what happened?
Not surprised. He got a tank slapper and 3 gloves. Greeny tapped the rear. Don't know whether that has got damage, but it doesn't look like it. But it's certainly interesting. But yeah, what was I going on about? We could talk about the AlphaTauri livery.
Yeah, what are your opinions on it? Do you like it?
I like it, but it's certainly an interesting one. Oh, Pierre and Will there got a bit of a tank slapper on. But in my opinion, I do prefer the last season's one, but I like this season's if it had the Honda badging all in red. That is my opinion.
Oh, the whole badge?
Yeah, the whole Honda package all over it is just in red.
It would look pretty nice in my opinion. I'm starting to kind of think about it now. It would be a very nice, attractive looking.
The Alfa Romeo, they can't do anything for that to improve. It's just absolutely...
They just make it look amazing every time. Car will always be the nicest looking in the grid.
McLaren, it's just literally saying if it ain't...
what people were thinking. Like, obviously you can't top that, because that livery probably is the nicest McLaren. So if people were expecting better from that livery, jeez. I think the only thing that they changed about it was the rainbow on the halo and the rainbow.
They changed the direction of the stripes. But my opinion, it's very much just a thing of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, exactly. So, the liveries, you got to deal with the livery that's given. You can't expect to just go full on change. Like, Personally, I like the like, I don't know if Mercedes are sticking with the all black. People were thinking they were gonna stick with, like, instead of a glossy kind of black for next year, a full matte black. Like, you know how Ferrari kind of have like a full matte kind of color when they used to have a glossy paint. People think the Mercedes would look sweet with a matte black. So
It would,
you can
but
only expect slight changes. You can't expect like a whole livery change until maybe like next year's cars of the new car models. Never imagined saying this, but the McLaren of Game Freak has just breezed past Dino.
of course, in 2021, this season coming up, Mercedes and the McLaren will be sharing the same power unit, so they could be a threat. But just going back on to you saying about the matte black could be an idea. Mercedes have teased, as Dino is coming back at Game Freak slightly, but they have teased with some paint being silver, some silver paint.
Yeah, it would look very nice in my opinion. Not the biggest one of Mercedes, but it would look very mean.
I would like to go back to the silver arrow.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that, or even obviously this was just a special event, Mercedes livery, but the full-on white one that they had, if you remember that one.
Oh yeah.
It was like an anniversary, the full white one. That one was really nice. I kind of liked that one. That one was nice.
There's very little action on track right now, but there is a Williams close to the back of pit Matt.
Yeah, we'll have to get the stewards to deploy a safety car, maybe later into the middle of the race.
Bert Mylander, we need you. As now Dino is pitting in. I think we need Bert Mylander right now to spice the race up.
Pull it out.
Or maybe,
a little bit of green.
Or just get Mercedes to deploy the safety car as their board because they're not leading the Grand Prix, because Skeven is currently leading by 5 seconds in the Ferrari.
Yeah, he's improved a lot. I've been looking at the time. That's why I've not been on board with him, because it's like, I'll say let's go on board with Skeven. See if he's got
Brain's
any action.
retired in the pit lane.
But what was going on with is I was going to watch Skeven. I was going to watch Skeven and see if he was getting into a scrap with anyone. Maybe see if he's going to challenge someone for the win. But right now, the closest to him is
Skeven going off the track there a bit.
Yeah, he almost lost it there.
Sector 1. Oh, that's just CC Brain's car parking up.
One negative about this track is the pit lane. I genuinely don't like it. I don't know why. Some people say they like it, but I just am not a big fan of it.
It's horrible. It's just...
The exit is no. The entry, well, you've seen from past drivers like Oogie, he couldn't. It's such an odd entry, and then the exit is just even more awkward. It's just probably one of the worst pit lanes, in my opinion.
It certainly is. As Duo
France one worst.
And AMS.
The old France pit lane.
Oh, the old France pit lane. I can agree with that because it was such an awkward angle.
He'd go on the last corner, just fill and turn to the right.
Game Freakers caught. Oh, Skeven's in the pit lane now. What tyres will that Ferrari be putting on? Will be the medium tyres.
He's the highest medium runner right now, Game Freaker is, so he's in the perfect position. I think he is. Yeah, he is. Obviously, because he's leading, but everyone's on the mediums and not realise how that much. But the top 5 are the only drivers who have not hit onto another set of tyres. Meanwhile, the rest of the drivers have stuck on the new mediums.
Yeah.
It's very interesting to see when these guys pit. Maybe the longest I can see them lasting on them, potentially 13. I don't think you could go any more on them unless... Well, I'm not too... Like I've said, I haven't raced around here, so I'm not too sure about tyre wear.
Yeah, I've only raced when there was a mandatory 2-stop in place, so I can not bring any knowledge to this, sadly. But just going to go back to the livery debate as Three Gloves and Joe Finn swap round. As Dino now, look at this, breezing,
double,
getting the double move down the straight on his teammate and the McLaren. I bet he's got. Oh my God, he's still got a lot of ERS as well.
Yeah, that's interesting. So we got 3 Mercedes basically battling each other. An orange Mercedes and 2 other Mercedes.
You can say that as well because the nose of the McLaren is heavily inspired by the Mercedes at the end of the season. Of course, the game model is not correct, but the real life one.
Mercedes, basically, that's what this is right now. McLaren Mercedes 2010. McLaren Mercedes.
Mercedes, McLaren, Mercedes. But
We'd
just
love
going to
them to
go
go back
into
to
a
the
couple of
silver.
topics that we were talking about earlier. You know, when I came to saying that Bert Mylander's getting a bit bored because he's not doing anything, or Mercedes are not happy because they're not leading a Grand Prix. Well, next season, Drifting gets another 3-second time penalty, making that 9 seconds now. But the safety car duty is going to be shared between, and Ugi Azim gets past Mr. AI. Okay, I thought that was the general move then, but realised he's an AI car. But so it'll be interesting as Mercedes and Aston Martin will be sharing duties for safety car.
Wouldn't mind a Ferrari one. Why? The closest we got to that was the anniversary for Ferrari. It was just red.
Red Mercedes. Anyway,
It
Cedric's
didn't look
going to go
bad.
for the move on pit map by the looks of things. Yes, he does. He goes for the move up the inside. Little does he know that Pitmat could come back at him down the next straight now with DRS. But Pitmat has got low ERS. But
let him
Cedric
pass.
drift. No, Cedric made a mistake.
I thought he was letting him pass there for an illegal, but for a podium, this is odd. You've got, well, obviously they still haven't pit yet, but you've got a McLaren Mercedes leading, you've got an Alfa Romeo, and you've got another Alfa Romeo, you've got a Williams in P4. I literally said that maybe we could see a Williams or a Mercedes leading, so...
Can we just not jinx the car, please?
Odd. No, I'm genuinely rooting for Williams right now.
But...
like, a podium and a Williams would be achievement and a half.
Certainly would be, but AMS is close up to the back of Tom right now. In that AlphaTauri, as Piron Will has left the session.
I'll invite him, but I genuinely feel like we're in an alternative universe right now. You've got 2 Alfa Romeos leading, well, not leading, but like they're in the leading cars, P2 and 3.
Interestingly enough, Game Freak has gone to another set of mediums.
I think it's soft mediums, or mediums soft. I don't know. It popped up earlier, the strategy on lap 1, but you were commenting and I was commenting, so I completely missed what it said. Yeah, so 2 stops. Either use the mediums twice, or soft mediums and mediums, or soft mediums softs. I'm not too sure.
I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna have to comment on what Jordan said in the chat. I'm surprised Skeevan is in the Ferrari. From my knowledge, he was rapid last time I raced him. Yeah, you know, the ghosts.
Ghosts, the roadman. Yeah.
Yeah, the roadman. And Connor just replied with, "He's washed now."
Washed. I love that word. That is one of the best words.
The e-racing terms as well. It's from like Will's
washed
back.
Up.
He's washed up. Yeah.
I love it. I love that word.
AMS has actually got past Tom AJ now, but just gonna say this now, on the AlphaTauri, poor Yuki Tsunoda's gonna need the biggest pedal extensions ever for a Formula 1 car.
He's washed. I don't know why I love that term. He's washed. He's washed up. It's an amazing term. I like it.
It is a good term, but like I said, oh, my interval is now glitched.
It's fine. Pitmat and Cedric are pitting. Cedric, I thought he got a speed in the pit lane there. He went incredibly fast in there.
And we now have Cedric leading the Grand Prix yet again. But Jordan said in the chat, wow, fair enough, he used to slap me week in, week out, Lamau. Okay, Roadman. Oh, you just... Yeah. Oh.
Wait.
You just got...
Give me... No. Give me a sec.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna type something in the chat.
Oh, no. But yeah, poor Yuki Tsunoda being only 5'2", 158 centimeters. Oh, Jacob Reaper gets a 3-second time penalty, so I actually catch him cutting the corner there. But poor lad's gonna need the biggest pedal sections ever. Being 5'2", he's gonna have to stretch for the pedals.
See, I have to be the little children with the roadman. So you got to be on the roadman side. You want to be like towards roadman. But AMS, breezing past PR1 well in the Ferrari. Obviously, Honda power and Mercedes power are much better than Ferrari power, and you can just see that by Game Freak. He's defending from Tom AJ very well.
Jordan's replied with, "Love you too. I'm only joking, man," with the laughing crying face.
Man. You wanna go?
And Traps replied with, Ivan, get off your phone.
I will absolutely spark you up, Jordan. As well, someone would like to say, I'll absolutely spark you up.
He's talking. I'm just Trap Foreman. I told you to get off your phone.
On my phone, it's on the. To be fair, I'm on this. No, I'm on my phone because he said something about me, so I just like.
P1 Will is now pitting in finally.
But yeah, Skeven leading by 7.2 seconds. He's had an incredible starter there.
Nano Bacon being side by side with Greeny right now. That Haas getting back ahead though.
Wow, look at the amount of penalties that popped up. We just said it was like 3 a minute ago, and we're lap 13 and almost like a couple people. One by one, it's like dominoes right now. A little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just a couple people. Oh no. On the exit of the pit lane as well.
Oh dear, Duo Finn.
Finn!
Virtual, no!
He lost it on the exit on the pit lane, and I think Duo Finn just tapped. If you go on board with Oogie, if you were on board with Oogie there, you could see that that what was it? The Mercedes was in a pile of bits, so that's just unfortunate. But we do have one more Mercedes who was just dead outside the top 10, but now he's back into the P5 right on the back of Tom AJ as he almost caught Tom AJ sleeping there in the Ferrari. But
certainly. Jordan's replied with... Oh no, sorry, Trap Foreman replied with, Spark me, your punches are as strong as a napkin being thrown at me. And Jordan put, I was talking to Ivan. And then I've been called Baby Brent.
No, Trap, I was not talking about you, I was talking about J Ghost, or Jordan Strudwick, as his name is here. I would never spark you up.
Or the wannabe Roadman, if you also want to call him by that.
Yes, the Roadman, yes. I will spark you up.
Tom AJ and Dino both losing the rear ends a bit there, going through the final couple of corners. But Dre Bay, the two Alpines close on track to each other right now.
This might sound like a really odd thing to say, but what car do you normally use for time trial?
Whatever car I'm using for that league.
Right, because obviously I know it's obviously going to be so stupid to say, but anytime I drive the Mercedes, it feels like unrealistic. Obviously, it feels so understeer. Is that just the way that the car performs, unrealistic performance, or is it just the setup? I was
going to say, are you okay at understeering as Game Freak gets past AMS now? But
really
don't understeer. It must be your setup.
It's odd because it's just. Oh no.
Oh no. Pit Matt's left.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh no.
But you can join back and take control of the host. But
hold on, no, can I say this now? I feel blessed. I honestly feel blessed right now.
What?
Look at the chat. I feel blessed.
He called you a goat and not me.
I feel blessed. As Greeny's now getting past Jacob Reaper, being side by side.
What?
Not Jacob Reaper. Dre Bay, sorry to be exact, but Jacob Reaper is getting involved with his teammate and the Haas.
Oi, Connor, what's up? What's up? What's with that? What, in traps in F1? No. Yeah, well, no.
Trap, nice try. Add an extra 0 onto the end, mate. Nice try.
That's what me and Daniel, if you know who Daniel is, V8 Field. Me and him used to be in the 10. We used to just say if you take away the 0, and boom, F1 right there. Someone thought I raced in the OR F1 on the Xbox division because there was a guy called Delta
hold on,
F1.
quickly. Connor's come in after calling me a goat, so I'm happy with that. Said you can do the soft medium strategy, so it'll be interesting to see who's done that.
I'm just still upset now. My mood was amazing. Like, people were like, oh, you need more energy. And like, Connor calls you a goat, but not me. What did he say? Bren is a goat.
Yep, literally Brennan's a goat. I've never felt so like...
Trap, go in the chat and call me a goat, please. Because obviously, like...
Trap, do not do that. I'll let you bully me as much as possible. Anyway...
Yes, because you made them crash out in a league.
We do not talk about that. We do not talk about that.
Human fish, please just call me a goat.
God's sake. Why? Jordan, why?
If I get a human fish saying that I'm a goat, then that is probably bigger than any dog.
Jordan just called you a goat.
Did he?
Mhm.
Something like Wilson there, did he? Yeah, oh, cheers, mate.
Yeah, but I got
That's
called a
good.
goat by Connor, so.
Yeah, but Jordan, no, that's way more of a bigger dog.
You got called goat by a wannabe roadman, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but Jordan's just...
By the way, can you send Pitmat an invite, please?
I have.
I do not look like Harry Potter. Can we gloss over that, please? As Tom AJ has now pitting off the mediums, and Game Freaker gets a 3-second time penalty. I do not look like Harry Potter now. Shh, child. Shush.
Don't worry, what Jordan's saying is not towards us, the captain. He's talking about Trap saying
I know he's talking about Trap. I'm just saying that Trap said that I look like Harry Potter. It's no cap. I went, shush, child. I do not.
Yeah, I wouldn't,
The reason why I can say shush, child, because you sound like you're 12 years old, Trap.
What division does, wait, no. What am I saying? I've just had the biggest stutter. I don't know why I said division. I said, I meant to say Cedric.
Cedric is on the back of Dre Bay.
Because I saw the number 5 and I said Cedric P and then I said Div 5. I meant to say PT 5 and 9. Or Division 59, but Green A 3-second time penalty. Taking a little bit too much for that curve, getting a little bit greedy. But, yes I do. I see you in F10 standing at... Oh, no,
Trap, just give up the act. Stop acting like a little kid. Lamau.
Oh, what a move! What a move! Wait. Oh, he actually did get it. Nano Bacon did the nicest switchback in the world.
My interval is broken right now.
What a move! Oh, no, it's fine. Your mic sounds fine and the quality looks completely crisp, so you are fine.
What's that?
Your internet looks fine. Or sounds fine, I could say.
Focus on overtakes and not the chat. I know. I'm just trying to work out when my interval's actually going to come back from all the drivers. And Jacob, Nano Bacon is in the pit lane. I'm just waiting for them all to come back. Of course, got Cedric on the back of Greeny, but Drape behind on the medium tyres. But can we just please have all the deltas come back, telling me the gaps between the drivers?
There's 6.6 between the driver and front. Do you actually want me to run you through it real quick? So
no, I've got most of them back. I'm just waiting. No.
14th to 13th, 12.7, and then I'll lead from second to first, which is probably more of the main attraction. So it's a McLaren and a Ferrari. It is 6.3 seconds.
Yeah, I can see
but
that
the
now.
Mercedes of Dino could potentially pick up a podium, because he's got a 3, but well, I don't know. Simping. No.
You are. Just admit it, as now Will's going for a move on Jacob Reaper.
No.
Shut up, you're the one simping, asking to be called a go, so who's the one here
I never
simping?
said that. I said... No, what did I say again?
You said, wait, Connor, I'm not a goat. Stop simping. Stop simping and help me concentrate on overtakes.
What about you saying? God, I'm so privileged. I'm so privileged to have it. No. I got a new account now in it.
I don't know who that is. By the way, you're being called that you're waffling as Dre Bay is going into the pit lane and Will has left the session again. But Cedric is on the back of Greeny in that Haas Formula 1 car. Of course, the Haas not being the kindest to its tyres, as we learn in 2019 and this season, as Will is straight away back and his AI actually gets the fastest lap. Okay, 33.9. This AI is just literally gone
110.
Trap Formula, have you mentioned your PC, Bryn? I don't think that's appropriate.
Who set the fastest lap?
PR1 Will.
Yarn Watmere's just hopped in. I'm done.
Yeah, Yarn Watmere's just hopped in front instead of him. Oh, and my interval's gone again. But Cedric is on the back of Greeny. I'm going to go for this because this is the closest battle that I can see on the track map right now, apart from Skeven lapping a racing point. And Trap Formula saying that if I mention my PC, why am I going to mention it literally in a commentary?
Oh, what a move!
Come on, Williams, breezing past into This hair, this
Honestly, that
chicane
car
section.
livery is so nice.
What livery?
The Williams.
Okay, something's up with you right now. Why are you praising the Williams all of a sudden?
Why is that such a bad? Well,
As
of course
Steven is
you're a
now
Ferrari
in
fan,
the
I can
pit
tell.
lane.
You're a Ferrari fan, I can tell.
I'm not. Oh my god.
I'm being nice towards my fellow team Williams, and you're just being mean. You're a
I'm
Ferrari
not
fan,
being
I can
mean.
tell.
I'm not a Ferrari fan.
Then support my team, Williams.
My team is Williams.
Well, then why anytime I say something good about it? Nah. He's in what position? Fifth.
Fifth.
Yeah, he's fifth. The interval, the positions were changing again. That's why I went. Yeah, P5. Not the best result for the Williams. The highest result I've seen for it is P4. Well, that was at Singapore. I don't know if they've. Wait, Gamer picked up a podium, didn't they?
Yes, he did.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, P3 is the highest, or P2. I'm not too sure. Ferrari fan. Exactly. Imagine Brian being a Ferrari fan. It's
Not a Ferrari fan.
shocking.
Track Formula, Bryn. Okay, yeah, I know. And
Same, I do as well, Trav. What's your point?
you don't have a Williams coat.
After the stream.
After the stream, send me a picture then.
Yes.
Okay then.
Right, but
But Dre Bay is on the back of pit mat, gonna look for a move with the DRS, just gonna breeze past. As I did say, you did say there was gonna be a lot of moves, and you were right, to be fair.
and I did say that the Ferrari wasn't going to be winning the race, but well, when it comes down to pens, Skeeven
Disgusting.
on the
I've
first
just seen
soft
something
at 3
disgusting.
seconds. I have a match. Oh
That's
yeah, with the,
disgusting.
like the
Disgusting.
with like the Tommy Hilfiger sponsor that doesn't actually say Tommy Hilfiger. It's just like the logo.
Yeah, it's just the logo.
said,
Oh, sector 3!
Oh,
Safety car!
no!
Yes! Safety car, sorry. Game Freak was retired though. No.
why did you shout at that? That's so mean.
No. How's he retired? Oh no!
What did I tell you? It's too tight. Honestly, the pit lane, he was getting ready to stick on the new softs and bash. Wait, I'm going to use another word. He was going to absolutely smash it out of the world. He was going to smash it out of the world.
2020,
Stick on the
Bryn, don't
softs.
you do comms for another league of mine. I don't
Game
know what
freaking,
league
man.
you own, mate.
EPR. Nope. Never mind. It's fine. The league does not exist anymore, so it's fine. I did say the name. It's fine. The league doesn't exist, does it, Brian?
What league?
The league that you had.
Oh no,
The
it's being
league that you
taken
can
on by...
technically-
It's somebody else owns it.
Okay, so technically it doesn't exist, but it does. So the name that I just
Yeah.
said there, it doesn't matter. It doesn't exist.
Yeah, just ignore you said that.
But yeah, that league, that I think that's what Billy is, because OP 2020, that's Wide Load Billy.
Oh. Yeah, then
He
no.
got it.
Oh, then no.
Yeah, he said he got a new gamer tag, and then he put in quotes in it. No
Yeah,
self
Ivan, no self-advertisement, man.
Well, Bryn told me to say it for the
I
benefit
didn't
of
tell
everyone.
you! How?
Why would I sponsor a league if I wasn't part of it? He is.
I'm not a part
No,
of it,
don't-
mate. I'm not a part of it.
See, this is what Ferrari fans are like. They're like,
I'm sorry, this is what...
oh, I see what Billy's trying to make me do, like the other one, and then I say the other one, and then I get in trouble. No.
Yeah.
So the opposite, the one with Sam T, that one. That's what he's been in, Bryn. The one when Sam T was there, that one. I'm not saying the name, but that version of the league.
No, can we just, like, stop talking about other leagues that are not PSGL?
No, but don't worry, I haven't said it, so we're fine. But,
Yeah, I don't care. We're in PSGL right now.
Listen,
We're commentating
says-
over Formula Performance, and we've got a McLaren leading this Grand Prix. Shame it's not the McLaren that we hoped. But Three
yeah, I was
Gloves
gonna
is
say that,
staying
'cause
out.
you laughed when, your Game Freaker lost in the
Chat
bit one, but
Formula,
I did
stop
tell
waffling.
you,
Shh.
I did tell you, and tell me, true.
Okay, Jordan.
Oh, that, honestly, I agree with that so much. Honestly. DM Jordan, if you're there and you're in a part of Boston, or you're in a part of him, ask him, bring it back.
Bring
Bring it
said
back.
thing
Bring
back.
it back,
Said
and it will be
thing.
the best thing ever. Honestly, that league, man. Well,
Okay, can we not talk about another league in PSGL anymore, please? Thank you.
no, because it's in a chat. The live chat will disappear. That's why I'm saying it. But yes, Jordan. I
Oh,
completely
Trap
understand.
Formula is... He's just not educated. Trap Formula is not educated.
But this is going to be Well, just to focus on the race at hand, just for this one thing, we've got a Ferrari 2-3, which you never really see, but we did see similar results
Okay,
at
stop
races
waffling.
such
Stop
as
waffling. Stop
listen,
waffling.
listen. We saw these similar results at it was USA. We were near around having a Ferrari. Has Ferrari had a double podium from when we've commentated?
I don't think so.
Okay, well they've had most of their drivers vary on the podium, which has been pretty interesting considering people say that it's the fourth best car. But Free Gloves though, he's gonna have to what now people keep saying it's like the fourth best car.
It's
The sixth or something, the fifth or the fourth, whatever. It's not the best car in the world, but Free Gloves is gonna be wanting to get a good launch on the exit. He doesn't want to lose anything because the Ferrari is normally just good on the straights, I would assume. Like the straights mainly, it'd be good around. So 9, 1, 10.
No, 11-11 is the best. Or 11-11 or 1-1. That's what you want to run.
I think he means F11.
No, he's got F11 on Thursday, and apparently 3-7 is good around here. Just go with whatever you think. Just go with whatever you think.
Yeah, it's personal preference.
Yeah.
Billy, it's personal preference. When the car steps out a little bit, yes, it's personal preference.
Like in my personal preference, I prefer the car to. You have to physically break the car turn yourself, whereas just, you know, in some setups, when you turn in sort of thing, the car just goes with you and it's stable and everything. I like a car that pushes on as you go into the corner, because that's how it is like in cars.
If you get what I mean by that. Kind of
Not with the rear end, but with the front end sort of thing. So when you turn in, it just pushes on.
Lightly kind of turn. It's confusing to say, like, but I do get what you mean. Yeah, I kind of like them type of setups. Cheers and hi, Ivan. Hello. What's up, bro? I'm surprised it took you well to even know this was me.
You probably knew it was you. He's just been like saying not hi, Ivan.
Or it's because I didn't actually say anything to him.
Yeah.
For some reason, Trap is screenshotting something on my other social media to get my attention, but I will not look because I am doing a commentary. My phone is vibrating. I turn it off.
Yeah. Get. Woot. It's just probably best not to.
Wait, I'm actually gonna have to block him on this. My phone's just vibrating. I'm gonna throw over there. But yeah, going back to the racing at hand. So we've got Free Gloves leading the race in the McLaren 4 now. Obviously, I don't want to call the predictions too early. It was 22 out of 28, so obviously it's not classified as early, but I don't want to ruin anyone's chances. But then we have the double Ferrari 2-3. Then surprising, we've got Dino. He's had a pretty up and down race, obviously qualifying pretty well, and then obviously getting into a little bit of collision and bother, getting pushed up to the top 10. But he's regained himself back up to P4, so
I want you
in the top step
to put in a little prediction now before we do go back into racing soon of what your top 3 will be.
Well, I have a feeling that Skeeven's going to get a little bit too eager to get near Free Gloves, and that'll result in maybe like an extra additional penalty given to him for maybe exceeding the corner cut, which could slot Dino in for or Dino or AMS into maybe a podium position. So it might go Free Gloves, Tom, or AMS. I don't think Skeeven or Dino are going to pull up that much of a gap through that. Well, safety car, I did actually think it was going to come back in, but it's staying out, so yeah, going back to the prediction, I would say Free Gloves maybe, but it's a McLaren, isn't it, so I don't...
And he's on the medium tyres.
Yeah, he has not pit, so he's picking the track position over everything, but the softs will go to the end. I made a really bad mistake like this in the league, and I don't think the mediums are going to be... He's going to drop a lot of positions if he doesn't...
Well, the mediums are 16 laps old.
He might be a sitting duck though. Bad as that sounds for Free Gloves, he should have pit because 16 laps to the end, he's going to lose a lot of time. There's these guys who are 2 to 3 lap old tyres. So he's got no pens, so maybe that could save him throughout the rest of the race, but I'm not too sure. Or maybe we could see a similar thing with, you know how, I can't remember, it was when the 2 Ferraris, I think it was near around Brazil, when they had that little wheel moment, and then they both went out, and then it just completely changed after that. We could see maybe that happen.
Maybe.
Obviously a puncture wouldn't happen, because punctures don't happen on this type of damage, but if it did, then they'd have punctures.
They do.
But yeah, I guess if they started to, well, something happens between them, but I mean, isn't like losing the wheel, like wise kind of collision. So that would be anyone's race then for the podium. But what about your predictions? Because obviously I've just gave you my predictions and everything. I could see.
I could see the
after the safety
Mercedes
car.
and the 2 Ferraris being on the podium, but of course now with Three Gloves being the effective safety car, he is now leading this Grand Prix, getting ready to restart, wait for the safety car of course to get back to the pit lane.
One driver that has actually impressed me would have to be J Ray, because he's had another driver that had an up and down, but he's went up 11 positions throughout this whole race.
After qualifying P9 but getting put to the back of the grid, of course, because of that glitch.
Yeah, so a very good combat driver. The safety car is pulled into the pits, so he can decide when he wants to go. Obviously not too.
Here we go, he's going. Black
5
Phoenix,
seconds.
Dino, get a 5-second time penalty.
I'm not too sure on what happened there. Maybe they didn't expect him to go either, just stop and go. I didn't see if it was a stop and go from Free Gloves. I think it was just maybe a little bit of miscommunication. But Free Gloves already with his first pen, so now it's even game for Free Gloves and Skeven. But that puts Tom AJ into the mix then, as he is on the mediums as well, 7 laps. So
Certainly
well,
interesting to see.
penalty wise, Dino's got 8, AMS has got 5, so that could potentially be removed, which slots him into maybe a provisional P1. Cedric, he's got 3. And
Here we go,
Dean's
Skeven's
got
going for the move. He's gone for it, and he's got
going
it.
for it. Yeah, so he's regained it, but they got to remember that the more they battle throughout near the end of this race for this one win, they got to remember the guys at the back who've maybe either got pens that could be removed, or they've just got no pens at all.
Could claim this.
This is anyone's win right now. Obviously, maybe Dino is out of the plays. He's got 8 seconds now.
But if he could get that time penalty removed, he could come back at it. Because that could have been incidental.
Skeven's already pulled a gap of 1 second off to just them through that, so I'm starting to wonder now. 1.6, 1.7, share 2 pi. Apparently, he is P14, so it won't affect anyone that much. Trying
Three
to keep an eye on
Gloves
that
is
gap.
being attacked
2
by Tom
seconds
AJ now.
2 seconds already just pulled out. 2.2. It's the time's popping out like just a lot.
Oh, that was a
Tom
beautiful
AJ,
move around the outside. Is Dino? Oh, Dino backs
stop.
out.
If he went for that, that would have been really good. Go for the overtake, just as you notice that the other person's runnable who just got overtaken. But he is on the 4 lap old
Jacob
soft,
Reaper.
but it says 2.
Jacob Reaper is round.
It's not going to be good for him, but that puts a couple of people out of position. I'm not too sure where Jacob was after the safety car, or before the safety car. I can check actually right now, see the position change, see if he was. He dropped 6 positions throughout that. Oh, who's that? That's Pipmat and Nano Bacon having a side by side, but having a little bit of a yield there. The softs versus the mediums.
The Red Bull and the AlphaTauri. Oh, Uki Azim! Uki Azim!
He was trying it. Oh, and Pipmat, he's lost a little bit of the braking, but
oh,
he spun.
He spun.
Yellow flag.
And he's taking Uki with him!
Oh,
and he's reset to track. Oh, Pipmat. I caught that on stream as well. Pipmat, you cannot reset to track. That might be a slight issue. Considering I caught that on stream as well.
Yeah, it's just one of them things.
DRS is now enabled.
Is now back. Yeah, it's back now, but
AMS has got damage. In the second Alpha
this is
Tauri.
interesting. It's starting to get very interesting between these guys. It's another set to 2. That's McLaren. That's the Renault.
That's Jacob again.
B-Boy won't get a bit scared because he's not on ghosting. Is he lapped?
B-Boy Worm is an AI.
Oh, is he? I genuinely thought he came back because he said he didn't have spares and I sent him invites. I sent him like 5. I'll send him another one. Obviously, it's near the end, but I guess I can send him another one. Cause I sent him one ages ago. So I'm interested to see why. Well, he's offline a couple minutes ago. What it looks like. But that's another retirement. Jacob Reaper stuff in the pits. I think he's just always had an absolute upset. Oh, and who's that? That's Cherry 2 Pie having a battle with C5 Black Phoenix. Black Phoenix goes deep, but we've got a freeway battle. Nano Bacon in the DRS on the mediums. Should make this move pretty straightforward on AMS for P8.
But Dre
looks like a free wide
looks
moment.
to the outside. Oh, Dre backs out of it.
But AMS
holding it,
only
forcing
just
the
getting
Red
it, but
Bull.
not giving him room. Nano taking a penalty for that force, but Nano Bacon backs off. But he had to take a penalty for it.
In my opinion, should try and get that penalty removed, as AMS did force him off track.
Yeah, I would
And
have to
I've got
agree that
information
one's
from
off the
Connor.
bench.
If AMS doesn't score, then Tom is 17 clear, so AMS would need to win fastest lap with Tom not scoring.
Oh, it's getting tense. This is for the championship, yeah?
Yep.
And this, yeah, it's going to start to spice up near the end. And it's Japan as well, isn't it? Well, I swear if I've got that incorrect as well, it's Japan, isn't it? The finale?
As
I'm
AMS
confused.
and Nanobaken battling again. Oh, and he's just spun the Red Bull.
Oh, no. Oh,
Cherry
and
Tupai
Cherry
went wide. Cherry Tupai went wide there.
turning into a
It seems at
low
this
red
point
card there.
AMS has just turned to creating carnage to keep points.
He's absolutely fuming. This is like to say again. Obviously, just
In my opinion, what he just did to the Red Bull, he shouldn't get that 5 seconds removed. But if he tries, he's weaved down the straight there. But Dre Bay is going to go past the Alpha Tauri, but the Alpha Tauri is going to try and hold it around the outside. Will he try and get the cutback on Dre Bay?
Oh, no. Tried it again on Pitmat, didn't work that time. Pitmat got that good exit on the wide line. He's got it, but no one has got any ERS between Pitmat and Nano Bacon. Both on.
Oh, Cherry Pie's just gone into the back of AMS. Has that Williams got damage? Can we please see game? Can we have a decent camera angle? Yes, he is. He's missing an end plate now.
Yeah, it's just
AMS
the heat starting to boil up.
Yeah, AMS broke early and Cherry Pie just went straight into the back of that Alpha Tauri.
Yeah, obviously, it's as stressful as it is enough to be in one of the slowest cars, the volumes, like obviously through performance-wise, and then having to try to get past someone who is in an AlphaTauri, but is kind of slowing you down. It'd be a little bit stressful, I must say.
Certainly is, but we are now onto the final lap of this Grand Prix with Skeven leading, Tom AJ in second. If he can find that 8/10 magically in this final lap, he could get P1, but I doubt it. Dino, of course, being 7/10 behind. Then we've got Greeny and Cedric. PR1 will hit, could be actually on for a podium. 3 Gloves in 7th, Dre Bay in 8th, AMS in 9th, Charity Pie in 10th. Now outside the top 10 we've got Black Phoenix, Pitmat, who's also going for the move on Black Phoenix right now. Good time I came to him. But that Mercedes just, with more ERS, is pulling away. Nano Bacon in P13, Ugizi in P14, and the AI of B-Boy Worm in P15. But Skeven is coming through the final sector now for the final time.
But yeah, me not jinxing my favourite team Ferrari, obviously this whole stream, is kind of work for a treat, I must say.
As Dre Bay and 3 Gloves are swap positions now.
Ooh. If Will can pick up, obviously, you obviously could tell, obviously, for instance, the start of the stream, obviously I'm not actually being serious with Williams and Mercedes, but, because obviously I don't want to jinx them, but Skeven pulling out a win in the Ferrari at Abu Dhabi. The fireworks absolutely bursting out.
Yep, Skeven wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix with Tom AJ in second. Dino
Well though.
is going to drop down to
Oh, and it's
fifth
a
with
Ferrari.
Will.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Will
What
jumps up
was
to
it?
third with
Oh, let's
Dre
go.
Bay in sixth. Dino's eighth. Ninth now,
This is
actually.
amazing.
Dino's in
Look, a lot of
11th.
changes. A lot of changes.
Nano Bacon jumped up to What?
What?
What? Is this game okay? Oh, here we go.
There we go.
Skeven winning the Grand Prix with Tom AJ in second. PR1 Will taking up the final position on the podium with Greeny in fourth. Cedric fifth. Sixth Dino. Seventh Dre Bay. Eighth Pitmat. Ninth Three Gloves. AMS taking that 1 point in 10th place. So that certainly kept him there.
Yeah, I'm very happy that obviously you knew from the start of the stream I was not mentioning Ferrari doing well that whole stream, just to not jinx it.
Of course, PR1 Will get driver of the day. Sorry, I just had to jump in there. He does deserve it.
Yeah, I'd 100% agree. A Ferrari powered car is just obviously expected, isn't it? you're probably really irritated now because you thought
irritating doesn't describe it.
Serious.
But yeah, very good drive from Skeven today, and the three Ferrari drivers, I will say.
What an iconic moment.
The championship is going to Japan though, but I would also
very interesting track, I must say the least. We could talk about that before we call it a wrap. So, what do you think? Japan with a remainder of these cars. So, like, what do you think? What cars do you think will be the more dominant car?
Red Bull. I'm going straight on Red Bull because there's downforce.
First sector. Yeah,
the first
sector.
and middle sector is going to be Red Bull dominated, but then third sector will be Mercedes dominated, I think. But yeah, certainly outside the top 10, as I have already mentioned, inside the top 10 we have got Nano Bacon in 11th, 12th being Cherry 2 Pie, 13th CPI Black Phoenix, 14th is Uki Azim, 15th Mr. B-Boy Worms AI, who was also lapped, 16th is Jacob Reaper, and 17th Game Freaker, with Duofin in 18th, and CC Brain rounding off the back of the script with a DNF in 19th. Sadly, we will not be doing interviews tonight, but it's certainly
What did I say though? What did I say though about this track? Some people were expecting this to be an overtake, like just a DRS central, but I genuinely predicted most of the things that were going to happen in this race. A lot of overtakes, a little bit of drama, maybe a little bit of Williams being up there. It was just spiced up, so they made a boring track into an absolutely energetic and exciting track to commentate over. So I can't really complain about that race from tonight. It was amazing.
Certainly was a very good race from the three Ferrari drivers and Dre Bay. Just everyone in general, because to be able to take that race like they did, it's certainly been interesting.
Yeah, but what a race though.
But that has been Abu Dhabi. I have been here with Delta commentating over this great race. We'll see you next week in Japan, where the championship will be decided. See you.